feel like it's a Monday. Are you sure it's Tuesday?
Well, that's what I wrote down, so.
All right. Well, if that's what you wrote down,
If nobody's watching, then we know it's only a Monday.
then I'm sure it is.
What do you mean? If nobody's watching, it could be Tuesday.
Oh, my goodness. It's a crazy Tuesday.
Oh, my
What's
goodness
the word that
gracious.
means crazy and starts with T? It's a totally tubular Tuesday.
Yeah, you just showed your age. Nobody says tubular anymore. Nobody
What
says
do?
tubular. Yeah. Hey, welcome into Bacon in Your Mailbox. This is show number 81 on this Tuesday, January the 12th, 2021. I am Greg Milby, community storyteller. That there is my friend, community admirer, Jana Clark. How close are we getting to our 1-year anniversary? It was like a March before we started, right?
I don't know. I could probably figure that out with, how easy it is to go back and look at stuff. I'll make that part of my homework.
Okay, because we were talking about that on the Lyrics and Laughs podcast, that I think our 1-year anniversary show is coming up this next week.
That's so fun.
Is it?
It's been a quick year.
It's been the longest, quickest year I could ever imagine, if that makes
That's what I
any sense.
said. The longest, shortest season ever.
Oh my gosh.
Truly.
Well, hey, we can't start the show without a good morning, Carter. So good morning, Carter Blankenship.
Good morning, Carter.
So glad to have
Carter
you.
agrees with me that it's just too cold outside to do anything. I need to call Carter and talk to him.
It is. Well, I was happy this morning. I got up to go do some radio work, and I did not. I did start my truck to warm up,
Yeah.
but I didn't have to let it defrost. So that was good.
Today you mean, or yesterday?
Today.
Okay. So yesterday, my kids went back to school for the first time since the 80s. And my oldest got to drive himself to school. Well, he doesn't get to park in the garage. So he also learned yesterday how to scrape your car.
Mm-hmm. Hey, yeah, and that's the benefits of having kids. That way, if you've got to park outside, because again, that's
so funny.
That's the joys of having a larger truck. I don't get to park in the garage either.
There you go.
Who am I kidding? I can't park in our garage anyway. We've got so much stuff in there.
It has always been listen, we have done a lot of work in the almost 20 years Mitch and I've been married, not almost 19 years. We have always both parked in the garage. Now, there's not always a lot of room around those cars at some points, depending on what we're working on and what we're doing. But we have always put both cars in the garage. And I think that he just has always felt like it's something he wanted to keep that way. And so I've always been like, okay, whatever it takes, we'll get both cars in the garage. And we have.
Yeah. Well, I'm getting to that because now I'm going to take Jennifer's van out in the morning. Now, if I can park it in the garage, it'll be nice and warm for me. So there's some motivation.
There you go.
All right.
It does start your day off a whole lot better. I will say it's worth it for me.
Yeah. And I don't want to start my truck every morning early because my neighbors may not like that because it is a little louder.
That's right, because you got the big souped up diesel thing.
It's a diesel truck. It's not souped up, but nice. All right. So Vicky, hiya, Vicky. There is a wave and 6 pieces of bacon.
Vicky looking all cute this morning.
Yeah. Good morning, Morgan Castor.
Good morning, Casters.
There's Brian Dennis this morning, and Andy Crayenhagen feeling froggy too. He's got a lot of bacon in his mailbox today.
Mr. Crayenhagen to you.
Yeah. I can spell Crayenhagen now, but when I first met Andy, I'm going, because he used to win the impossible question and stuff. I would just scribble it at the end.
That's hysterical.
Because by the time I got halfway through it, I'm going, this is wrong anyway. It's not going to happen.
Yeah. There's no telling how many people have messed up that name and for, his whole life, I'm sure.
Yeah. Good morning, Pops. Dustin Shepard. Good to see Dustin. Yeah. So Bacon in your Mailbox weather forecast for today looks like we are going to see clouds yielding to sun. How about that?
Sun, what is that?
That's why I'm saying yielding. The sun has finally had enough and it's going to be like, hey, I'm here. Recognize me.
I will. I can't wait to see that. I don't know how long it's been, but it seems like it's been a very long time since I have been able to enjoy the sunshine.
It has been a while for some sunshine. Tonight, it's going to be full cheese. Actually, it'll be clear. It looks like cheese.
It kind of does.
Yeah. Clear and 28 tonight, partly sunny and 47 degrees as we head into Wednesday. Morning sun and sidekick Jana from Dad. So that's good. Dad's up
Hey,
and moving
Raj.
about. And Elaine's here. So we can actually start the show. That's good.
I'm glad you're here, Elaine.
So when I logged on,
yep.
you were disheveled. You were flabbergasted. You were flambéed. I just made that last one up. Why in the world were you so I don't know, deer in headlights out of character?
So I had just gotten my act back together. My dad is so sweet. So for Christmas, he bought me a little single coffee maker. Like you just pour 1 cup of water in and it makes the coffee to keep in my office, which I mean, that is very thoughtful, very me. I'm super appreciative. But there's this thing that after you pour the water in it, when you punch the button, you need to remember to put your cup underneath the spigot. Do you know what happens when you don't put your cup underneath the spigot?
You play pickup?
You got to wipe up a bunch of coffee. The good news is it's only a cup's worth, but it's ruined. It's horrible. So yeah, that happened to me this morning. So this is my second cup of coffee I've made in my office because the first one I have mopped up with paper towels and thrown them away.
Yeah. Now, Morgan says, I am so sweet to call Jana out every episode. I'm not. Jana, I mean, we had a pre-show meeting today. And believe it or not, Morgan, that was pre-planned to at least discuss what happened.
Well,
I didn't know what happened.
To tell that story, and so I just said I'll tell you about that later. Like when we say later, it means it's free game.
We weren't going to waste it with just the 2 of us. We wanted 4 people here.
Because it is funny now. It wasn't 20 minutes ago.
Right. Look at you, Morgan, trying to bust me out, and you don't even know. Why you all up in my Kool-Aid? You don't even know the flavor.
Morgan, thanks for looking out for me.
Morning, Ken Salee, Captain Beardman.
So that was why I had just cleaned up my mess and gotten another cup of coffee and just said I was just kind of getting over the trauma of the coffee spill. Yes, true.
Hey, Ken Salee, I did something I've not done in a long time. I bought a new beard trimmer.
Ooh.
I know. I used
when are you going to use it?
I did use it. Look at that. I trimmed it up. But that is, all right, so I had a corded beard trimmer.
So old school.
And it was really old school because it was like 3 trimmers ago. So then I bought another one and I kept it in the camper because I didn't like it. Usually like every year I'm going to buy a new trimmer because, hey, you know what? I'm saving a ton of money in here, right?
Because you're cheap.
No, it's because I don't have any hair. It's not about me being cheap. So then I'm like, okay, I'm tired of this cord getting tangled up everywhere. So I bought me a cordless.
Ooh.
So I did do that. And now I've got to figure it out because there's a lot of extra attachments and stuff to it.
Good thing you know somebody. Good thing you know a guy.
Well, I'm always worried about that because I don't do the beard maintenance like I should. And, I do watch some of his videos and his bluegrass bearded. But the thing is, I don't have that time to do all that.
Yeah, it is quite the hobby.
Yeah. If I was going to spend that much time on my beard, I would actually put some color in it. You know what I'm saying?
Some color in it?
Yeah, just saying.
Why?
I don't know. I'm not saying I would do that, though, because I'm all natural guy. I mean, look, I've got this. Why would I worry about this when I've got this to worry about? Just saying.
Hey, true story. My 14-year-old got a razor, a little electric razor for Christmas, and he used it for the first time Sunday afternoon.
Really?
Banner day in my household. You know what, Mitch? He said, "Dad, I'm going to need some help." And Mitch said, "Don't lick it."
So it's an electric razor.
Yeah, it's a small electric razor. I mean, let's face it, the kid has some a little bit of stuff on his lip. It's not worth anything other than that. And so just as a first step, I'm going to need some help. Mitch said, don't lick it.
I'm not really an electric razor guy. I get the like the bumps and all that. So
yeah, Mitch can't either. But start now.
What you should do is Mitch should buy him one of those straight razors.
Yeah.
And just say, hey, I'm going to teach you how to use this, but not do it. I mean, you want to talk about freaking both kids out.
Oh my gosh. And he came downstairs and I said, oh my gosh, Will, you look so distinguished. That clean clothes shave. And of course he got mad at me and got embarrassed. And then when he got home from school yesterday, I said, did everyone notice your clean clothes shave? And he said, no, Mom, nobody mentioned it. And I was like, honey, because there wasn't anything there to begin with, but okay. Love his heart.
So Andy's down here digging on me. I'm just digging the curls on the sides. No, I fixed the curls on the side.
Nice.
They're gone. And I can't help that. I never said I was cover model material. That's why I did radio for so many years. Nobody can see me. And I have, some people have a cowlick here or whatever. I had a cowlick on the side of my face. I can't help that.
I didn't know a cow had licked you. You'll have to tell me that story.
Well, that's what they call it.
Oh.
A cowlick. I don't know why. But
and you know why? Because it looks like a cow licked your hair that way.
I did.
It makes it go the other way.
Yeah, I don't have that issue. Yeah, it looks like some kind of fire-breathing dragon licked my head. That's what it looks like. So, yeah, it's the Greg's Kool-Aid, Jana's wine.
Amen, brother.
Gray is more distinguished, they say. Yeah, there was not a Greg in there. Boy, that Y and that G makes all the difference in the world. You know what?
It kind of does. It changes the word altogether, but they still go together.
Yeah. So Ken, he shaves his all off on the top.
Huh.
I can't do that. To me, that is a lot more commitment than just letting it grow out.
Sure.
Because then you got to shave more. Like me, I go every once in a while when I feel like a hippie, I go like a one guard. But if I want to be very, proper, I go no guard.
Distinguished.
Yeah, distinguished. I didn't want to use that word again. I didn't want it to end up in the dictionary of overused words. So Ken says, let it grow for 3 months. The gravity will handle most of the curls, then fade the rest.
There you go.
Should give a tutorial on that, Ken.
Listen, I think people can learn beard stuff from you. You should give that a go.
You should do a YouTube channel.
Oh, wait, that's brilliant.
Yeah, it's brilliant. Do that. Get on that. That may work.
And then tell us what it's called, and we'll tell people.
Yeah, we'll promote it for you. And you'll get endorsement deals, and you'll have like special codes that you give people.
And we'll teach you a handshake.
Right. And all we have is free sponsors like Stith Family Farms and the Award Center and Amazing Glazing Donuts and Bluegrass Cellular, which Bluegrass Cellular is 100% legit because
we love them.
They provide me my technology that I screw up most of the time. All right. So last night, Alabama, Ohio State, national championship football game of college football.
Yep.
Alabama.
Clinic.
Real deal. Yeah.
Clinic.
Yeah.
It was fun to watch because you want it to be a good game, right? Like you go into it, like these are the best of the best. And I honestly, I thought that it would be a competitive game for longer than it was, even though I fell asleep early, but I did hang in there for quite a bit of it. But it was really fun to watch. And really props to both teams for even just being there. I was so entertained. It's very fun.
Now, Devontae Smith, is that his name?
Oh my gosh.
That
Mr. Heisman put on a show.
Yeah, if you ever questioned somebody winning the Heisman, you didn't question it last night.
Truly.
That kid is super, super talented.
Amazing.
Yeah. So hopefully he will be okay. I know he hurt his hand. So hopefully.
I know. Is it serious? Do you know? Has there been any?
I don't know. I mean, I know at the end he said he was fine, but that doesn't mean anything. But I think he'll be fine.
He'll be all right.
Yeah. So Morgan says it was so cute to see Ohio State think they had a chance. I did. I actually thought Ohio State. I was rooting for Ohio State.
Well, I wasn't rooting for them, but I really did think that they could do it. I mean, like they definitely also had the talent and had shown that. they had a tough start to the beginning of the year, but listen, they're legit. I thought they had just as good a chance as anyone else.
Right. You know, there was all the people saying that, hey, they didn't deserve to be there. They only played 7 games. And so I bought into that, okay.
Right.
And then they played so well against Clemson.
Right.
But okay, that's what I'm going to pick. Right. Because really and truly, do you pick a team that's won 6 national championships in like the last 8 years, 9 years, ever how long it's been, or you choose a team that's won 1 or 2? That's kind of what we were up against last night.
It's true. It's true.
So, and then part of me, my neighbor is an Ohio State fan, and I know some other Ohio State fans that can be,
same here.
They can be, let's just say, a little energetic when it comes to supporting their team. I set that aside. But our friends
are the same way for their Alabama team. Like I think that those both of those programs, and whether you're an alum or not, you have a reason to follow each of those teams, whether it's the conference or your roots or where you went to school. I don't know, whatever the reason, pretty loyal. And you know me, I love that. So
yeah, and I thought it was a good game.
Yep.
So that was 3 days.
What was the final score? Was it 50-something to 20-something?
52-24.
Did they make it? Okay. Yeah.
So I saw that in the highlights early this morning because I did not make it. I tried. I had it. Same. You know, usually I stay up to watch all the games, but we came down to the basement. You know, it's a little cooler in the basement.
Yep.
I had I put a blanket on. You know, the puppy climbed up in my lap, laid down. Had a little glass of brown water.
Hello, brown water. Hello, spirit.
Yeah,
you were done. You're lucky you made it to halftime, dude.
I know. I was yawning early. So, and then over the weekend, I did watch a lot of NFL football.
Yeah, we should talk about that.
I figured you would have talked about that earlier. I'm surprised you're not wearing like a Lamar Jackson or a Ravens jersey today, just to get into my skin.
If you went into the weekend a Titans fan, then you should come out of the weekend a Lamar Jackson fan because it was a good game.
Well, I was already a Lamar fan. I mean, as a Louisville Cardinal fan. Yes. Now, my buddy, Pastor Jeff Knoll, has a hard time cheering for Lamar because he's a Ravens guy. Now, it's a little more of a challenge. Now, I'm not cheering for the Ravens because they've now become the rival with their little stomping on their logo and not even shaking hands after the game, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Lamar, I want you to have a good game. I don't want you to get hurt.
Yeah.
But I want you to lose the next game.
And listen, we thought it was serious this past weekend. Now it's fitting to really get serious. Yeah.
That it is. Now, what about the Cleveland Browns?
Listen, out of nowhere, I wasn't even watching the game because I had enough football, had some other stuff I had put off until the very end of the weekend. So I was focusing on that. And all of a sudden my family is going crazy. And they were like, you've got to turn this game on. And so I got sucked right back in to watch. Just goes to show, got to play the game.
Yeah, I didn't expect that at all. And early on, Jeff Knoll and I had been texting back and forth there in the Titans game. And, and he was cheering for my Titans.
Yep.
But man, I checked in on him, and I'm sure he was getting hit from all kinds of directions with people texting him. But I was getting ready to drive to Ronnieville to check on him because I didn't hear from him for like 15, 20 minutes. And I'm going, okay.
Oh, tough.
This dude's hunkered up in the corner somewhere. So
tough.
But tough. So we move on. I don't know what I do tonight. I guess maybe go to sleep early or do something around the house.
You can watch UK basketball.
Again, do I go to bed early? Do I do something around the house? So let's talk about the Kentucky basketball team a little bit. Are you in the camp that they've turned the corner and things are going to be okay now? Or are you still a little suspect that the 1-6 start, now they've on a 3-game winning streak. They're 3-0 in the SEC. They played really good against Florida. What camp are you in, Jana?
I think I'm in the camp of I think every year is different. And I think sometimes having a tough start makes you want it, need it, and work harder for it. I don't know. I don't really analyze it that much. It was painful to see them start like that just because people aren't used to it. But, it happens to teams all the time that maybe they just needed a little bit more time to gel. But I will tell you, I'm not of the camp that now they just went out. Like, I don't think they're that good. I don't think that they figured out that much. I just think that it's, maybe when it happens again, people won't freak out like they did this time.
Well, everybody's going to freak out.
I
And
know.
you can't win all the time.
You can't.
And you're going to have that. Now, it's been back in the,
Yeah.
JR says undefeated in 2021. Go Cats.
I don't believe you, JR. I just don't. I mean, I don't, maybe thus far, I just don't think it's going to continue to go that way. And maybe he was stating a fact instead of making a prediction. I agree. Keon, incredible.
Between
Morgan, I
JR
agree.
and Morgan, I'm hoping they're not in the same house right now. I'm hoping JR's at his office, because if not, there's a pep rally going to break out in the Castor house.
And listen, we paused the game Saturday, went to pick up some. Have you had Barrel and Swine wood-fired pizza when they're at Flywheel?
Mm-hmm.
It's the best wood-fired pizza. I'll just tell you. So we literally paused the game. Everybody went to their corners. We put our orders in with Mitch. Mitch went and got it for us, brought it back so we could eat wood-fired pizza, which is so good. And we got 4 different kinds. So we got to try different ones and finished watching basketball.
Oh,
that was my
great.
Saturday evening.
I had it over at the Powers house.
Amazing.
Yeah, I've had it before then, but I was able to try a few different ones at the Powers
so
house.
Good.
Yeah, it is really. Wow. I mean, you know them, right? Why don't you get them on as a sponsor? I mean, hello, Barrel and Swine. It's bacon in your mailbox.
I know.
We're like a match made in heaven. We're like Kim Kardashian and Kanye West.
So quick. They're out of Campbellsville, but they travel around our area quite a bit.
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. I just said what they're like Kim Kardashian and Kanye West. I think they're getting a divorce. So, wait a minute. Bad.
What?
Connection. Yeah, you didn't hear that? Kim and Kanye are getting a divorce.
No, I didn't know that.
You didn't? You don't follow all that stuff?
Oh, no. I couldn't tell you. I always, every time there's a Kardashian on TV, I never know which one it is. Because to me, they all look the same.
I guess they just wrapped up that whole series, Keeping Up with the Kardashians. I guess we kept up with them when we're done keeping up with them. So that series ended.
I can't keep up with them. Like in my house, it's called "Can You Keep Up with the Kardashians?" No, you cannot.
But you can't explain it, because they make millions and millions of dollars off of that show.
Crazy.
And then, then Kylie Jenner, here she is, worth billions of dollars.
Does she do hair or makeup or both?
Both. And has other stuff too. I don't know. I can't keep up with all of that. I just know that.
See? Yeah.
But I guess Kim and Kanye, the rumor is that she wanted him to go vegan. And he's like, eh. So if that's the reason for you to get a divorce, there's more issues there.
Funny.
So
then maybe they haven't been in the news enough and they needed to get their name out there. Who knows?
Yeah. Hey,
right.
Morgan says that JR's at work and there's always a pep rally at our house. Mind your business.
I'm with you, Morgan.
And Ken loves wood-fired pizza. I do too. I think it's good.
It is truly our favorite. Yeah.
I like Pizza Maven too.
Yes. Very good. I just have to cut their pizzas are huge.
Oh yeah.
Like we get one pizza. It's like our whole family. Yeah. We haven't gotten that since the holidays though. So we need to go back and revisit them.
We did really good. Over the weekend, Gavin had a friend that's from New Jersey that just moved to Kentucky.
Fun.
So we ordered Pizza Maven, which put a lot of pressure because they're from New Jersey. Their pizza quality is going to be different than here.
For sure.
So I think they enjoyed it. I think they enjoyed it. Yeah. Good. Outside of that, we watched football and did that kind of stuff over the weekend.
I undecorated. I finally took my Christmas tree down and took down stockings. Now my house looks kind of sterile and bare, so I got to get used to it again because I took all the stuff down.
Yeah, it takes a couple.
You have to clean,
So you're not in the camp of the Valentine's tree? Have you seen?
So listen, I have a door hanger and I have some other little Valentine things, but I didn't turn my tree into a Valentine tree. I mentioned it to my husband and he kind of gave me the side eye, kind of the stink eye. And I was like, not going there.
Yeah. Actually, honestly, the Christmas tree's still up in the basement. I don't care. It's not on.
Well, my option was to just leave it and my kids were like, if you just want to leave it, just leave it. And I was like, but this is the time we have to undo it. And I eventually am going to want it down. So, and I don't put up tons of trees. Like I have little trees that are just like little, like on the mantle, but I really only do one true big tree, you know?
We used to do more trees than we do now. Yeah. Now it's, you got the pencil tree in the hallway, you got the pretty tree in the living room, and you got the basement tree, which the basement tree is all the ornaments that we've collected all the years that aren't allowed on the pretty tree.
Yeah. I used to have a kids craft basement tree, that it was the kids tree. And I'd be like, oh, that'd be perfect for the kids tree. So I have we didn't put it up this year. We haven't put it up in a couple of years just because there's so much going on in the basement now, working from home and NTI and all that. But
so it's gone from the kids craft tree to the kids crap tree. It's just crap you don't even put up.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Pretty much.
All right. Back to the comments. So Ken says, okay, ordering Pizza Mavens for lunch. I'll tell them I was sent by Bacon in your mailbox. Please do.
Yep. Tell them we inspired you.
And then explain to them who we are.
Keep that beard clean.
Yeah. Or just let it go and then you have dinner.
Oh, see, that's my biggest fear. That's what scares me about beards.
Andy wants to know where Pizza Maven is. And there you go. Then my friend Brian Dennis, it's right almost across from Central Hardin High School.
Yep.
And
carry out and delivery.
Yeah. Just know, Andy, I'm glad you're going to try it. Don't quit yelling at me, but, just know those pizzas are large. So
they are.
The first time we did, we're like, hey, let's get 2 large. That should be good. Oh my gosh. No. It was like 3 weeks worth of pizza we ate.
It is. It is. You either need a friend or you need to be able to plan for more than one meal, which is pizza's always good the next day too.
Yeah. And they have good wings as well. So get a smaller pizza. Yeah, they're teriyaki wings. I had those the other day. I like those.
Huh.
That's good. Morgan says we have the fall tree, and I may have to talk to JR into the year-round tree.
Let me know how that goes, Morgan.
I mean, why couldn't you have a year-round tree?
You could. People do it all the time. Valentine's tree becomes a St. Patrick's tree, becomes an Easter tree, becomes a summer or a 4th of July, like a patriotic tree, becomes a back-to-school tree. Mm-hmm. I'm sure I'm leaving some out.
Yeah, you want to be careful with the patriotic tree because you put fireworks on it, then that's a whole other issue.
Don't put fireworks on the tree. Okay. And then back to school could be then Halloween, then Thanksgiving, and then you're right back to Christmas. There you go. Year-round tree.
So Ken says about the pizza, he spends a lot of time on the beard. It's part of his livelihood now, so he's got to be careful about getting stuff in it. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Ken, this is part of my livelihood, but I don't put a lot of time in this.
We know.
I mean, that just sounds like a lame excuse, Ken. Sounds like a lame excuse.
People Andy watch the show to be just harassed.
Andy wants to know, is it kind of like Snappy sized? Boy, that's a
I don't get that.
From the past. Snappy tomato pizza. Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember the size thing for that, though.
I can't. Yeah, I'm not really sure. But it's a large pizza. That's for sure. And I tell you, the other pizza that I love is in Pelizeri's.
Oh, absolutely. Gosh, we got good choices right now.
Yeah. We have a lot of food in the heartland.
We do.
Lots of restaurants.
Yes.
So, and matter of fact, there's a ton of restaurants that people don't even know about.
And we greatly appreciate our locals and visitors keeping those restaurants going right now.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the best taco place in town. Do you know where that is?
The best taco place?
Uh-huh. Best place to get a taco.
I don't know.
In the Peddler's Mall, right behind the Peddler's Mall.
What is it? What's it called?
Taco Linda.
You don't even. Huh?
Taco Linda. I don't know. Something like that.
Taco Lindo.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going. I'm going to try it.
I mean, it's straight up authentic.
That's what I like.
Yeah. Don't get the number.
I like Juanito's too.
Oh, Juanito's tacos is great. Yeah. Don't get like whatever the number is. Chris Denham, Officer Chris Denham, EPD. When we went in that one time, we sat down. He said, "Get number 3, get number 3, get number 3." I'm like, I would never trust you to give me an order suggestion. So that would be the last thing I would order. And then John
I'm
Thomas.
curious what it was.
And then, oh, look at that. Aaron Thomas says Mexico Lindo.
Okay.
How is that for a connection? Because I was just going to mention her husband. Her husband,
I love it.
John Thomas, saved me because he was like, don't order that. It's cow tongue. And
That's
I'm like,
hysterical.
Chris Denham wanted me to do something. That would be the last thing I would do.
I wonder if he would, do you think he would have told you what it was before you ate it, or he would have waited until after you ate it?
No doubt he would have waited to after. that would be the whole joy of that for him.
He wouldn't have, like, when you had it like right here and you were getting ready to take a bite, he wouldn't have gone, hang on, Greg, I got to be honest with you. He wouldn't have done that.
Oh, no. Not at all. I can't even tell you half the stories. You know, and Erin is probably sitting wherever she's at right now going, oh yeah, that's true. Because the stories are days long with that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Erin says the tongue is not my fave. No, but they have like authentic Mexican soft drinks.
Oh, that's fun.
And you have to go and get your own. Oh, it's great. It's it really is good.
That's
now, I mean, we do have great selections of Mexican cuisine around here too.
Oh yes, for sure.
And we have determined that is that lets you know what clique of people you're in based on what Mexican restaurant you go to.
Fascinating.
Like I know people that are El Tapatio people.
That's true. I do too.
Now, I used to be an El Tapatio person, but I kind of moved away from that clique of people. And I became an El Acapulco person.
Oh, I think if there were going to be a camp, Mitch, like I think we would be the El Acapulco camp.
I can see that. You look like the El Acapulco camp.
Okay. I don't know what that means. We used to go after church, so we would call it Mexican Mass.
There is a lot of E-Town people that go to El Acapulco.
Now that we do a lot of online mass, it's not so much Mexican Mass anymore, but we still call it Mexican Mass. It's funny.
What was the other one that's out there by Ring Road and Old Shepherdsville Road, whatever that one is, that has its own clique of people as well.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But when that restaurant was, remember what at one time that place was an Italian restaurant? Did you all live here then?
Oh yeah.
And the picture on the wall, the picture on the building was an Italian chef, and it had like a bowl of spaghetti. And my kids were little, and they would call it the spaghetti place. Oh. I will never forget that.
There was a time when you had that creamery place right next to it, so you could get Italian and then go right next door.
See, there you go.
Yeah. And then go across the street to Jeff's prescription shop and get your heartburn medication.
Yeah, no joke.
You can do that.
No joke.
So let's see here. Kelly says that Reggie is shaking his head too. Reggie is one of our wonderful law enforcement folks. Reggie's shaking his head because he's hungry. He's not shaking his head because he agrees or disagrees. He's just like,
listen, he's shaking his head because we're crazy. And
he's yeah. Oh, he is too. So Ken says he is an El Tapatio person. Brian as well. And
Chewy's. I like Chewy's too, but we need to stay local. Keep these local restaurants going.
I hear you. Tourism. Too. El Acapulco for Mary.
Isn't that crazy? Yeah.
Mi Jalisco. That's the one I'm talking about.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Judy, you get credit too. You and Aaron both.
Yep. Y'all are so smart.
Well, this is kind of a deal. Mi Jalisco owned by the same people that own El Tapatio.
I didn't know that.
Well, you still can't combine your cliques.
Listen, I'm going to make it my goal to go check out all the E-Town Mexican cliques. Yeah.
I'm with Brian too. I miss Po Folks.
Oh, that was before me. Where was that?
Was that just down the street from the hospital, I think?
I don't remember that.
So there was I think the story goes there, El Acapulco really picked up its business. Actually, I think Po Folks is where El Acapulco is. I think.
Oh.
So I remember when there was a restaurant down the street that we would go to, and I think there was a disagreement. So don't hold me to it, but I think the whole kitchen crew left and went down the street to El Acapulco.
Wow.
And that other one is just like, uh-oh, we're in trouble now.
There you go.
Everybody went down with them.
There you go.
It's amazing how we always talk about food. Isn't it?
So fun. Sports and food, sports and bacon.
Yeah, that's what you get when you get
there
to the show. All right, so as we get ready to wrap it up, a few bacon bits for you to talk about today when you're around your coworkers or you're around your family and you don't want to talk football or talk tacos.
Imagine that, but okay.
Because it is Taco Tuesday. Because I am.
It is Taco Tuesday.
By the way, that is probably the food that I could live on every day right now.
I know you told me that when we were talking about the one food, because you were reading off the list of foods and people said that theirs was what else was on there? Because I was telling my kids about this. Pizza was on there and they were like, oh yeah, pizza. Mm-hmm. And I said, Greg says his is tacos. And they were like, oh yeah, tacos.
Hard shell tacos. I'm a hard shell guy now.
Yep. You told me that. I'm probably more of a soft shell, but I'll go both ways.
Yeah. And you wonder why Reggie's hungry. Yeah, that's why, because we do that. But we've got him locked in now. That is for sure.
Yep.
Street tacos. Yeah.
So good.
Juanito's street tacos are really, really good. I love
I'm
their
going to them today.
Yeah. Which I think they have a third trailer now too. They
should. The problem there is it's just so cold. You got to place your order, get a little warm, grab your food, it's just, it's got to, but it's worth it. You just got to go, through a little bit of coldness to get to the winning taco there.
Yeah. And then Aaron's, 2 tacos. I'm a true addict. Tacos, because you can have all kinds of variations.
True. Very true.
You can. I've gotten to where now I take refried beans and put in the bottom of the taco shell.
Interesting.
Then the hamburger meat, and then cheese, some lettuce, some avocado, and some nice taco sauce on top.
Perfect.
I don't eat tomatoes.
Sour cream, yes or no?
If I'm feeling froggy, yeah.
Oh, interesting. But black beans, yes or no? Do you prefer refried beans over black beans?
Yes.
Huh.
Now, for me, the sour cream has to be, and I know this is going to sound bad because it's going to clump. So I need to, if I could figure out if I could put it in a regular container where I can, just kind of get it out of there like you would ketchup, then I would probably go more with sour cream because it's a balance.
You need to get the squeeze, buddy. There's a squeeze sour cream. You need to squeeze that across the top.
Yeah, Ken's like, no. JR's like, no. Elaine's like, no. Wow. That just became
I love the debate.
It just went off the rails. There's no doubt we're doing a cooking show. None.
Listen, at least we care about important stuff is all I'm saying. Right. There's a lot going on in the world, but right here is where the important stuff is discussed.
Football is life, but food you have to survive.
I mean, truly.
So we're here for that. All right, so back to the bacon bits. Did you know that your brain literally heats up when you're stressed?
Okay. Like your temperature goes up?
Your temperature goes up. Your brain will heat up, but smiling can cool it down.
There you go. Yeah. Too bad they don't really go very well together.
Yeah. Did you know that cans of diet soda float, but regular soda does not? It will sink.
Do you have any background on that? Can you explain that?
No, you have to Google that.
Of course not. Of course you don't. It's probably not even true.
Yeah. Brian says, somebody buy me a 99-cent squeeze bottle from Walmart. I have a bunch of those. Remember, I'm a Blackstone griddle guy. I've got a kit. I've got like 8 of those squeeze bottles laying around different places.
Sounds like you need to find one and use it next time you have some tacos.
Right. I didn't say I was the smartest cookie in the jar. Vicky says,
"Oh, we're not talking about cookies. That's a whole different. That's a whole different road.
We don't have time for that today."
There you
Morgan
go.
says JR is ridiculous about his hatred for sour cream.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Mitch Clark, no sour cream.
Yeah. And your final bacon bit of the day. This will leave you thinking a little bit. And let me know if anybody tries this. Applying hemorrhoid cream to your chest and waist can make you look more muscular.
I don't believe you. B, if someone tries that, please be here Thursday morning to tell me about it.
Well, one of your boys could do that as a science project.
Listen, don't even suggest it because you never know.
Okay. All right. Well, good stuff. Hey, Thursday, it'll be a great show Thursday because Thursday is Jana's pirate joke of the week.
It is. It's a great one. It's the best one ever. Mm-hmm. I don't know what it is yet, but it's going to be the best one ever.
I say you haven't done it yet, but that's okay.
I have high hopes for this week.
All right. That's going to do it for this Tuesday, January the 12th, 2021. Show number 81 of Bacon in Your Mailbox. I'm Greg Milby.
So glad y'all here.
I'm glad. I love people when they engage. I love the Baconites and them continuing to chat back and forth. So
a good bacon debate. That's your day off right.
I didn't mention it, but she's Jana Clark, community admirer. But I did mention this has been episode number 81 of Bacon in Your Mailbox. Thank you so much for joining us.
Bye, y'all.